Peloton recalls Tread Plus treadmills after one child died and more than 70 incidents reported. The name of the product is the Tread Plus. The hazard: adult users, children, pets, and objects can be pulled underneath the rear of the treadmill, posing a risk of injury or death. Dr. NT here. If you recall, about 2.5 weeks ago, I believe it was April 17th of 2021, I posted a video and I was talking about a really urgent message. It was a video. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and play the video. Let me play a short clip. It essentially was a safety announcement from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. They put out a warning stating, do not use your Peloton Tread Plus. Let me go ahead and play a little clip from that. Dr. NT here. This is an important announcement I have to make. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission has just put out a warning stating that all Peloton Tread Plus users do not use your machine. It has said, the warning specifically states, the CPSC warns consumers to stop using the Peloton Tread Plus. Do not use your Peloton Tread Plus. I think you get the message. They put out a safety warning because they felt that it was imperative to tell all consumers, do not use your Peloton Tread Plus. Well, today's date is May 5th of 2021. Peloton actually came out and said they are going to recall their Tread Plus treadmill. And not only that, they are going to recall all of their treadmills. Why? Because they feel there's an inherent danger to children, to small pets, a danger that they feel they need to pull back. I can't even speak. They need to pull back all of their treadmills. I mean, this is just, this boggles my mind. I never in a million years did I think that Peloton would actually recall all of their treadmills. When I put out that video, I had several subscribers asking me, what about NordicTrack? What about NordicTrack and their flagship treadmills, their incline trainers? Does this warning also apply to them? Well, it didn't. And the reason was because the Peloton Tread Plus has a unique running bed. It's made of slats, hard rubber slats. And the CPSC felt that those rubber slats could grab onto a child and basically suck them in under the treadmill. And if the child is lodged under the treadmill, that's where all these injuries are happening. And that's how a child died. Well, my hat's off to Peloton because today they actually said, let's go ahead and recall all of these treadmills. I was shocked when I saw that. I actually went online. Let's go ahead and go online. Let me go ahead and show you my search results. So here we go. I actually was in Google and I just typed in Peloton Tread Plus just to see what results I got. And as you can see, there were a barrage of results stating that Peloton was recalling their treadmills. The first thing I found was this CNN business page. And as you can see, it says right here, Peloton recalls all treadmills after child's death and 70 injuries. I'm not going to play this video because it just troubles me to see this. So instead, I'm just going to provide a link at the end of this video, and it'll also be in the description. But it's very troubling. And this video isn't of the child dying. This is just of the child injuring themselves. So I can't even imagine what parents are going through. To Peloton's credit, they are recalling all of their treadmills. And you ask yourself, I thought it was just the Tread Plus. And if you wait till the end of this video, I'll show you exactly the actual U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission recall and how they're working with the Peloton company to get all of their treadmills back. Here's the thing that I really want to point out. This caught me off guard. The actual Peloton CEO apologized. I believe the Peloton CEO is John Foley, and I'm quoting what he said right here. He said, I want to be clear. Peloton made a mistake in our initial response to the CPSC's request. We should have engaged more productively with them from the outset. For that, I apologize. I mean, that's unheard of for a CEO to be coming out and stating that they messed up. But you know what? Like I said, props to Peloton. They're doing the right thing. Well, not only CNN Business, but I actually saw this from the New York Times. This was another search result that I found. It said Peloton recalls treadmills after injuries and a child's death. And it goes on to say once again that the chief executive of Peloton made a mistake by initially resisting the safety agency's warning about their treadmills. Let's just go right to the actual recall. I want to show you this. I wanted to try something. Let's see if I can, let's just come right here. So I actually went to the Peloton Tread website to see if they were actually mentioning this, to see if I could go and buy a Peloton Tread. I was curious. So as you can see, here's the website. I went on, and as you probably know, this is on most websites. They have a chat feature. I went to the chat feature, and I clicked on Treads. And some auto response I got, it said, please select from the following. And I said Tread Plus. And then I got this response. Do you currently own a Peloton Tread? I said no. And to their credit, right there on their own website, they state, in cooperation with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, we are announcing a voluntary recall of the Peloton Tread Plus. We are working with the CPSC to introduce additional modifications to the Tread Plus, and we will let you know when we resume sales once these modifications have been implemented. To learn more about the Peloton Tread Recall program, please visit. And so I clicked on these links, and this is what I found. There's a Tread Plus recall, and there's a Tread recall. The Tread Plus recall, it actually says here, and this is right off the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission website. It states, Peloton recalls Tread Plus treadmills after one child died and more than 70 incidents reported. It states the name of the product as Tread Plus, and it states the hazard as adult users, children, pets, and objects can be pulled underneath the rear of the treadmill, posing a risk of injury or death. Oh, now this shocked me because there's another recall, and this is just for the regular tread. And if you look here, and I'm reading right to you, it states, let me make sure, let me scroll up just a little bit so you can see that. It states here, the touch screen on the treadmill can detach and fall, posing a risk of injury to consumers. I wasn't aware of this. Once again, props to Peloton because they could have just said, let's go ahead and recall the Peloton Tread Plus. But they're going all out. They're recalling every single treadmill that they have. I mean, I'm shocked. I really am shocked. And here, this is from the CNBC website, and I'm just going to read you the headlines. Peloton recalling all treadmills after report of injuries, one death. It states here the key points. Peloton announced Wednesday voluntary recalls of both its Tread Plus and treadmill machines over safety concerns. The company is advising customers who already have the products to immediately stop using it and contact Peloton for a full refund. This is unheard of. CEO John Foley, once again, I stated this earlier, CEO John Foley apologized for not cooperating with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission sooner. I went to the NPR site, and the headlines there are, in abrupt reversal, Peloton agrees to safety recall of treadmills. Peloton initially refused to accede to the federal government's push for a recall. And a Peloton spokesman told NPR last month that the tread machines are safe when operated as directed and that a recall has never been warranted. Well, they did a 180-degree reversal on that. The Wall Street Journal, their headlines were, Peloton recalls all treadmills as CEO apologizes. This here is from the Washington Post, how Peloton backed down and agreed to recall treadmills tied to one death, many inquiries. Yahoo Finance, they had their own headlines. They said, Peloton apologizes, agrees to treadmill recall. Even Wired had something out. Their headlines were, Peloton recalls treadmills after dozens of injuries and a child's death. They go on to say a 6-year-old died after being pulled under the Tread Plus. This is horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. Let me go ahead and, all right, hold on a second. I'm going to actually play a little clip of that video so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, this is the video from the Consumer Product Safety Commission. It's on YouTube. And as I said earlier, I'll provide a link in the description. I'm just going to play a short clip right now. There's no sound, but you'll see what I'm talking about. As you can see, the ball and the boy are both stuck under the treadmill, and the young girl goes to run to get help. The little boy is trying to get out. He finally got out, and then he gets, oh my, I'm sorry. I really can't play this. Just go ahead and look in the description for the link and play it if you'd like to see this. I can't see this anymore. It's just, I have children, and I don't know what I would do if this was my child. My apologies. Dr. NT here. It's late. It's past midnight. And I'm working on this video because I really feel it's imperative that I get it out to all of you, so you can see firsthand all of the news that came out when Peloton decided to abide by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's warning not to use your Peloton Tread. Once again, this is right from the CPSC website. Peloton recalls Tread Plus treadmills after one child died and more than 70 incidents reported. The name of the product is the Tread Plus. The hazard: adult users, children, pets, and objects can be pulled underneath the rear of the treadmill, posing a risk of injury or death. The regular Peloton Tread, the hazard there is the touch screen on the treadmill can detach and fall, posing a risk of injury to consumers. Please do not take this lightly. If you're watching this video and you have a Peloton Tread Plus, please contact Peloton. And as you can see here, the remedy is a full refund. Now, I'm not here to try to talk you into buying a NordicTrack treadmill. No, this video is not about that. I am here only to warn you of the inherent danger that the Peloton treadmills pose to young children, to pets. Please heed this warning. Heed the warning of the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission. Peloton is recalling all of their treadmills. If you have a Peloton Tread, contact them for a full refund. If you want to keep your machine for some odd reason that I'm not sure why, you're assuming the risk. You're assuming a huge risk. My message to NordicTrack treadmill owners: you know that magnetic safety key that's on your treadmill? I would ask you to remove that magnetic key if you're not using the treadmill. If you have young children in the house, remove that magnetic safety key when you're finished using your treadmill and hide it somewhere, because there's a danger, there's an inherent danger in all exercise machines. We're talking about weights, we're talking about even the studio cycle, we're talking about a treadmill that doesn't have the slats, but yet you know how the incline can go up and down. There's danger, there's inherent danger in all of these treadmills. Is NordicTrack going to be calling some sort of recall? I doubt it. I doubt it unless the United States CPSC comes out with another warning. But for right now, if you own a Peloton Tread, don't use it and get a full refund. All right? Dr. NT, that's all I have to say. It's late. I have to get up early in the morning, but I felt it was imperative that I got this message out to you. So you all take care, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.